I'm back at it. Reputation grinding. I am 6,000 out of 21,000. Which I feel like I'm making pretty good progress, and I'm about to turn in this quest, which is 125. Or sorry, why did I say 125? 250.
Good luck, friend. Till next we meet.
Well, that one had spillover, so it actually brought them all up.
Be careful.
And I assume this quest has some Ogrimmar reputation as well. So that's nice. I guess I'll go see if I can turn in... Do I even want to turn in that quest, though? I don't know if I do. I'm gonna go check on Wowhead to see if it gives any reputation, and if it doesn't, then I'm gonna abandon it, because Atal I exile. Okay, that does not award any reputation, so I'm not interested in running over there right now. Should I go back to Ogrimmar right now, or should I look for more quests? I feel like I've pretty much exhausted the quests on Kalimdor, unless there's one I'm missing. Oh, well, right there. Okay. Oh, no. Well, that one... Okay, so besides any, like, level 50 plus quests, I've exhausted them. Anything that's 50 plus, I'm kind of holding off on doing, because that will give me actual significant experience and could actually get me to level 60. So that's kind of like my last stop. I still have at least like close to 500 gold left to accumulate before I want to hit level 60. And I might honestly hit level 60 before I even save up for my mount. Because a couple days ago I was 30% through my level, and now I am 53% through. So these low level quests, even the gray ones, have been giving me a little bit of experience. And I mean, it's such a small amount, but I've just been doing so many quests that it has slowly been pushing me through level 59, which is, I mean, I'm not complaining. But it is getting to a point where I think... I don't even know how worth it is for me to grind the rep before I hit 60 at this point, because I'm realizing that I'm going to have to rely on Runecloth. I'm going to have to turn in a lot of Runecloth quests, and it's kind of challenging to farm Runecloth at level 15. I mean, not challenging, but it's it would be a lot faster if I was max level. So, alright, well I'm gonna go hit Ogremar because there is another quest on that side that I do want to get to. It's so hard to like look around the map. In Classic, they do not make it easy. So yeah, that's... Okay, yeah, there's some quests in Stranglethorn as well, I guess. There's at least one. Okay, there's only one, from what I'm seeing. Okay. So yeah, I don't know. Actually, that's teleport, not a portal. So yeah, part of me feels like maybe it's even... I feel like there's two routes I could go. I could just continue on, hit level 60, go to Outlands, and then I feel like there's gonna be at least a few Ogremar quests out there. Maybe I'm wrong, but I could hit the Badlands, I could go do those quests. There's definitely Ogremar there, but that would be pushing me up to level 60. And then if I hit level 60, I mean, I might as well buy a, what do you call it? The War Steed, the Undead mount. I'm gonna get an Undead mount at for level 60 anyway, because I do love them. And so then it's like, at that point, do I really need to grind the Ogremar?
Be safe.
Because part of the reason to grind to Exalted is also to save money on the cost of training. But I feel like in order to do that, I mean, I'm not even halfway to Revered. That's a lot of rune cloth that I'm gonna need. And with no way to really successfully farm it. You know, if this was like a secondary character and I had a max level character that I could grind a ton of rune cloth and then send it to the alt, that would be different. But because this is my first TBC character, I don't really have the ability to reliably to effectively farm rune cloth. So I don't know. My idea was I was gonna get to Exalted first, but now maybe I just work on get as far as I can, and once I save up enough for the amount, then I go and I hit 60. I don't know. I'll see.
strength.
It has been really fun though to go and do the low level quests. I'll say that. I do enjoy it. Just being super overpowered, it's fun to fly through them. I guess I'll go to Stranglethorn and do that one quest I saw down there.
What can I help you with?
Oh yeah.
For the Horde.
Wrong side. Actually, maybe I should get some reagents while I'm here. No, I'm sure there's some in Stonard.
Strength and honor. Farewell.
It's just, it's undeniable. It's so much easier to make money when you're max level. Even like part of the reason I picked Mage for my first character is because, you know, I can make money with portals, teleporting people. But 90% of the portals people request are to Shatrath, and I do not have that portal yet because I'm not level 65, so... Oh, I do need to work on my herbalism. Oh, maybe I should do that. Okay, that's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna hit Stranglethorn, do that quest. Hopefully I can level up my herbalism in Stranglethorn. That would be great, but I have a feeling that I am still not high enough for that zone. I've been neglecting my herbalism, so I should tend to that today. And I can definitely get my skinning up. Skinning's so easy to level up. It's so fast. It's nice, I like it. So far not very profitable, but still worth it. Stranglethorn is so beautiful. I love it. I mean, there's lots I don't love about it too, but I also love it. Namely, just it is a bit of a difficult zone to move through, especially if you're PvP flagged. But also, like, some of the hills are just kind of like not very intuitive, I find. I find it's easy to like get stuck on one side while you think you're like going to another spot. Okay, so we just have one. Oh, another one. Yes. Nice. I thought there'd be a few here. I guess maybe it's worth it for me to go to some areas because it is difficult to see it on the map. Like, I thought there was only one, but there's actually two. So maybe there's other spots that I've missed.
Strength and honor.
I don't think so. I really think, at least in Kalimdor, it feels like I've really exhausted the quests. I've been trying to keep an eye out for other players that have
Strength and honor.
have a reputation mount, have an Ogrimmar reputation mount, to ask them
How?
roughly how much did they spend in gold. It seems like not a lot of, at least I'm not noticing a ton of players that have done the rep grinds. It seems like a lot of players do the PvP rep grind, but not so much just the regular Ogrimmar rep grind, so. I already want to grind Silvermoon reputation and Dark Spirit reputation, the Troll's reputation for sure. I mean, I definitely want a Raptor mount. Definitely be getting my skinning up today. Killing all these raptors. Did I forget to skin that last one? I did. Oh, and I forgot to skin that one. Oh. Wish I could disable, like, all of the combat sound effects without disabling footsteps. Because the combat sounds are obnoxious as hell when they're, like, repeated, but the footsteps are so, like, cozy and nice. I still want those sounds. I've tried so hard to find good sound add-ons, and they just don't seem to exist. Like, I have resonance, but I'm with resonance, it cuts out too many of the good ones. It's not worth it. And the only way to work around it is to individually block every sound you want blocked, which is insane. There's so many creatures in this world. There's no way I could ever input every single, combat sound from every single creature. But I don't like to hear, like, I mean, some of the creatures are not annoying, but a lot of them, when they die, they're really annoying. And so when you kill, like, a bunch of them back to back, it's like, I find it super overstimulating. But I don't mind the raptors. Raptors are pretty chill, you know. This is such a beautiful zone. I love palm trees. They're so happy. My partner doesn't like palm trees, says that they're like, remind them of Las Vegas. And that it's like, which I get, there's lots of, like, there's that aesthetic that uses palm trees. It's very, like, tacky, but I think they're so beautiful. And they're kind of funny too. They're just funny to me. Maybe I didn't grow up around palm trees, so they're just a novelty in many ways to me. But they're so cute. I love this sound. Alright, what are we going to kill next? Shadow Maw Claw, and what else? Pristine Tigress Fang. I love running through the roots too, on the pathways. I mean, how nice is that? I mean, this part of the game is 20 years old. It's just so great. I'm such a fanboy. I can't help it. I'm really getting an itch to make a new character. Specifically like a shaman. I feel like I want to do a shaman. Real bad. I really want to make a shaman, but I'm trying my damnedest to just stick with this character. Not start a new one yet. It's really hard. It's really difficult. We have arrived in the location. This way. I really like the ambience of this zone too. You know, there's a lot of zones that the ambience is not the vibe. And it always disappoints me when I have to turn the ambience off. I mean, obviously I'm autistic as hell. And I'm very sensitive to repeated sounds. Which, rant about autism for a minute, but like, that was such a core memory for me as a kid. I was in like the 6th grade. I was in the 6th grade. And I was in art class. And we were doing pointillism that day. Okay, so that's a good metric for what I need to get my herbalism up to. I think I need to go back to the Barrens or something. Anyway, I was in the 6th grade, we were doing pointillism in art class, and it freaked me the fuck out. I had to like get up and leave class, and I just like walked around the halls. I had a panic attack, and I didn't. And actually, I think I like, within a couple years, I kind of like knew to call it a panic attack because my mother had anxiety. And so like I kind of like associated, I was like, I had a panic attack because I didn't like the sound like of the whole class doing pointillism at the same time. It was just like so much. It was horrible. But looking back, I'm like, oh, that was definitely a very autistic experience. It was such a core memory too. Like, ugh. I like remember every moment of that day so vividly because I was like, I feel like I'm losing my fucking mind, bro. It's like, well, everybody's just like tapping furiously with their pencils for like 10 minutes straight. Like I wanted to die. It was horrible. I mean, I'm exaggerating, but it was like, it just sent me into such a panic. But now I'm just like, yeah, that's autism for you, you know? Like, I read that I should write down what each herb, when I can start harvesting each herb, I'm gonna open my little, I have a documents page that I keep like little notes. Just gonna pop it open real quick. But yeah, no, I learned that for autistic people, the more we hear a repeated noise, the more that our brains put importance upon that noise. Whereas neurotypical people, a repeated sound becomes a part of like the background, and they tune it out over time. Old Thorn 170. Can't remember. The last one I looked at was 180, but I can't remember the name of it. But yeah, fun fact about autism. The more our brains will hear a repeated noise, like a faucet dripping, or pointillism in a 6th grade art class, 20 kids tapping their pencils, our brains will put more emphasis on that sound. And so like physiologically, we keep paying more and more and more and more attention to it, and it can be like really painful and frustrating because there's nothing to pay attention to, you know, like, but our brains are just like sponging in all of that stimulus, all of that sensory information, and it's just way too much. So all that to say, I feel that sometimes in World of Warcraft, because there's some areas where the ambience is not ambient, in my opinion. It is like very in the forefront. It does not feel like a nice bed of sound. It feels like it's a strobe light of sound that's like flashing and demanding your attention. A lot of like more spooky areas of the game, I feel, fall into that because they have like this sort of almost like wind sound, or like kind of like a white noise, but it's not. A white noise can kind of fall into the background, right? If you do it well, but if it's too loud and in the forefront, I find it's really distracting. But Stranglethorn is not getting on my nerves in that way right now. Sometimes bird chirping, I'll start to notice the pattern of it. I'll be like, okay, that's the same bird chirp every 3 seconds, you know what I mean? But I think that Stranglethorn does a good job because it feels like this is a jungle, you know? It's very full of life, and so you would hear the same bird sounds everywhere. And the music is also really nice too. So what are we at with the 3 out of 8? We still need the pristine Tigress Fang. Okay, 15% drop on that, on the Tigress Fang. I like that part of the song too. I don't know if I put the volume high enough that the recording hears it, but I think I did. Alright, 15% drop on this Tigress Fang, like we said here. Let me pull a few of them at once. I gotta learn, I must admit, I'm still not the best at like kiting. So I'm trying to get a bit better at that with the low level mobs. I mean, that way, hey, I did pretty good there, right? That was pretty, not bad. And then, okay, so now that they're running towards me, I hit them with the cone. And then do I run back like that? How long is the cone, cross cones for? Only, okay, 8 seconds. Okay, that wasn't too bad. They smacked me a couple times at the end, but not too bad. I really want to get good at it though. It's a different beast in TBC, you know. It's not like playing a mage in retail. It's a very different gameplay. Especially having one blink. I'm used to having 2 or 3. Do we have 3 blinks in retail if you go Arcane Mage? I can't remember. We have at least 2. And then there's another, invisibility also gives you mobility at least. I don't know if you, I don't really, you can kite with invisibility in some ways, but not like that. Not like, you know, pulling the mobs along, because kiting will break aggro, so it's a different thing. But anyway, but there's Cone of Cold in retail. There's obviously honestly the mage spells are a lot of the same, but it's still a totally different beast. I feel like there's another spell too that I'm not remembering it right now. Oh. Nice. Should I kill it? I mean, why not, right? Nobody else is around. Oh my goodness, that other tigress from way over there came to help. Okay, that's cool. Oh my gosh, that one too. Uh-oh. I think I messed up. Cause now I'm low on. I'm just gonna at least try and kill him. Oh my goodness. Okay, I have a heal there. Get away from her, get some mana back real quick. Okay, phew. Nice, that was a fun little fight. I mean, I gotta say, it's really fun going back in TBC into these lower levels because it's still a real possibility of dying. Oh my god. I wish I had streamed my Nomergon run last night. It was embarrassing. It was I was like, I don't know how people do this at level 25 or 26 or whatever. It's that Nomergon's crazy. Nomergon is crazy. Like that alarm system, if it sends a couple alarms your way, and those were like level 20s. I'm nearly level 60. I mean, maybe I'm just really bad at TBC, but I don't think I am. I think I'm, the same as any other veteran, casual veteran who's, I've been playing forever, but, anyway. Numbergon's crazy. I died a lot in Numbergon, but I will say one time I died because I went to hit my light feather and I didn't. So I just jumped off of a ledge and I died. That was purely just a random fuck up, but the alarm system in Nomergon did kill me a couple times last night. I was doing one quest and I almost quit because I just kept dying. It was when I jumped off the ledge and died that I was like, maybe I don't have the patience for this tonight. But I went back and I did it. But I actually, from Nomergon last night, I picked up this grime-encrusted ring, which apparently is a semi-rare drop. And I didn't complete that quest while I was there, so I do... Other working trainer. Oh, he's not actually going to train me. I was going to say, I think I could probably level up soon. That would have been so convenient. How chill is Stranglethorn when you're not on a PvP server? Going back and doing these quests too has been really nice because it kind of, I said this in the last stream, it gives me like, like right now with this quest, for example, how many tigresses have we killed? We've killed a bunch. Probably up to like close to 20 at this point. Maybe that's generous. At least 15, right? And no fang. And so that's fine. Because when you're doing these quests, when you're actually leveling up doing these quests, you're meant to be getting experience points. And so quests that have a low drop rate are designed to level you up by grinding the mobs. But it's just nice to know, like, because I mean, I remember playing even this quest in particular as a child. But many of the quests I had kind of forgotten over the years, or at least forgotten like how long it would take to complete them. And obviously, it takes me no time at all because I'm max level, so I can just breeze right through the mobs, and I only have to stop to drink every 5, 6, 7 mobs, or even more. So, but then, you know, it just gives you an idea of like what to expect when you go back and actually level up through your characters. And it's also pushed me to do some quests that I skipped in the past. Like, there's a quest in Ashenvale to go up. I'm not on that continent, so I can't show you. But there's a quest in Ashenvale to go up where all the like succubus and infernals and the fell guards are. And I would complete that quest by staying in a particular area. And there's not many succubi in that area, but I would just kill the same like 3 mobs over and over as they respawn. But on this character, when I went to go do it, I explored the whole area because I wasn't like trying to, you know, stay alive, you know. I wasn't afraid of dying. Not that I'm afraid of dying when I'm leveling up characters, but I hadn't played that quest since I was like, oh my god, how old would I have been? Like 12, 13? I might have played it, you know, maybe again in my 20s, but I don't really like. I think maybe I went through Ashenvale again on a character around I was like 24ish, but like I hadn't seriously played through that zone since I was a child. So it was really fun to go back and revisit it. And like as a kid, you know, I wasn't a skilled player. Also, none of us were, you know, it was like 2006. So 2005 even, so I guess I just never, you know, I've been such a consistent. Oh, we got the tiger's fang. I just got it. Yay. Where is it? Where is it? I want to see this pristine tiger's fang. I got Bagnon, and I'm not pleased with how it sorts stuff. I don't like how it sorts. All my trash items go up here, squished between my permanent items. I can't stand that. Then you have this gap. Is that it? Yes. I should just sort my bags myself, you know. I like for my quest items to go over here. I like green items to go over here. Potions, consumables up at the top. These are my permanent items. And white items, sellable items, reagents, somewhere in the middle. Also, I wish that they could design it so that this is specific to mages, but in Bagnon, I mean, it is a great add-on, and hell, I can't make add-ons, so like, but see these ones I have clicked to ignore, but I find that it doesn't properly ignore them because I keep remaking the consumable, and so it keeps switching spots in my bag because when like I don't have the consumable, those slots will get filled up anyway. Small nitpick. It doesn't really matter. But hell, this is my stream. I can nitpick all I want. Anyway, we got the tiger's fang. That's awesome. I also don't know why I say we the moment I go and live stream. Even if nobody's watching, I suddenly feel like it's a collective action. Maybe that's why people love to live stream so much. Alright, so now we need... now I need to go get some more shadow guys. These are the kind of quests that are actually a little bit easier when you are appropriately leveled, because then you'll aggro the mobs faster. The stealth quests are harder to do on an over-leveled character in some ways, because you have to look for them harder. I mean, I guess that's not harder, you know, but just... I've noticed that you don't breeze through the stealth quests when you're over-leveled as much, because you really have to... There we go. You really have to go looking for them. I haven't checked the price of thick leathers yet, but I am excited to see if those are more profitable. Okay, that's better. Nice. 8 out of 8 claws. So yeah, how many do you suppose we killed? I'd say that we killed pretty much the same. I didn't. Okay, 80% on the shadow claws. So yeah, I'd say I mean, I killed basically the same amount of shadow maws. Same number of panthers as I did tigers. So it's a pretty balanced quest, I'd say, in that sense. I'm sure that that's intentional, you know. Skill not high enough. Good to know. So after Stranglethorn, or maybe even now, I should go level up my herbalism and my fishing so that I can actually make better use of this zone while I'm here. I think that might be worth it. Also, I'm enjoying this zone very much, and so I don't want to power through it, you know? I'd like to kind of enjoy the grind a little bit. And yeah, it would be good to fish oily blackmouth, wouldn't it? Yeah, skill not high enough. I don't know why I checked both spots. I mean, of course I wouldn't be high enough here if I'm not high enough there, but, you know. The ambience of the ocean is quite loud, I will say. Comparatively. This is such a good song. The intro to that, the open... A lot of the TBC music is just so stellar, isn't it? Nice. So we've got some quests to do in Stranglethorn. This is really exciting, because I was starting to feel like it was hard to find some quests, but there we just got 500 rep. That's awesome. That's awesome. So you know what? Let's pause while we're ahead, because we have 2 more quests. Both of which I assume... Let me double check. Nice.
Blood and
Nice.
thunder.
So that'll give us 500 more. Those 2 will give us 500 more. So let's pause right here and let's head back to Barrens. Is there another location besides the Barrens that I could... There certainly is, but where? I want to level up my herbalism and actually. right before... Okay. Order of operations here. We need 4 more points in skinning. I can't stop saying we whenever I'm on stream. So I'm not going to try. 4 more points in skinning. Then we hit the barrens. Work on herbalism. Fishing. Then come back and do these quests. And maybe there's another quest in southern or northern barrens for Ogrimmar, but I really feel like I've bled it dry. But maybe I'm not looking properly in the smaller nooks and crannies. $222. $223. Thing about mages is they are really, really useless when they are out of mana. Being out of mana is like the enemy. Big time. Really making intellect the most important stat. And here I go, jumping into another fight, out of mana. But it's okay. That's what was happening in No More Gone last night, though. That's why I would die, is just because when you're out of mana, useless. And even you know, level 27 elites will just take you out. Even if you're level 70, I imagine. It's kind of interesting too to like go back as an upper level and like notice the difference in. I mean, obviously you notice it at any level, particularly when you're fighting, you know, as a level 25 fighting level 25 elite, but elites are really so much more powerful than regular mobs. They definitely take like at least twice the effort, maybe even 2.5. I don't know the numbers. I should look it up. I guess this always has been a very numbers game. So, you know, but I've never gotten into the nitty-gritty of like, you know, the difference between an elite, the health differences, all those fine details. I'm kind of getting curious about that stuff now, though. Oh, we hit 225. We hit 225. Oh, and we received something pretty good, too. What did we get here? Nice, shoulders. Oh, they're good shoulders, too. Strength and stamina. Alright, so we're out of here. Let's head back over to the Barrens. Actually, maybe to Ogremar, or... Is there a trainer here? There's a cook. I should get more into the cooking too. But I mean, you don't really need to as a mage. I feel like there will be other characters better suited to cooking when I roll other ones. This is... That's to Undercity. Yeah. I think someone's running for the Zeppelin. I hope they make it. Oh no. No, he didn't make it. Oh. I tried. I guess I could go back out, but whatever. guess I really should get another bank slot. I mean, I'm gonna have to eventually anyway. So that'll be 29 gold. That'll put me below 100 gold, which is a sad feeling, but that's okay. I have to save up like over 600 anyway, so it's not like, you know. Having a bank slot, I think, is worth the trade-off because I mean, I'm gonna have to upgrade to it anyway. The question is, what kind of bag? I was thinking a netherweave bag because that's the most worth it in the long run, but then I'm also thinking, is maybe a larger bag than that also worth it? Journeyman's bag, I guess the nice thing is you can resell it because it won't bind to you. Same with a rune cloth bag. Is that worth? Okay, it's 2 gold difference. I could also upgrade to what's it called? Mage weave, is it? What's the next one after another weave? Mooncloth. Oh no, mooncloth is the same. Oh, okay, that's why I was looking at all types of bags. I was like, what are all these? $32 gold. Oh. It takes me like 2 days to make 30 gold. Oh man. I'm trying to do I'm trying to figure this out because like in the long term, I want the largest bags possible. And these ones, netherweave bags, are soulbound to me. And so I've spent roughly 4.8 gold on each of those. So rounding it up, it's like 18 gold on those 4, right? Roughly. Just under 20 gold on those 4, which is a substantial chunk. 20 gold. And then I'm going to spend 30 gold on just one. It's just a lot. But or I can also just get a white. I don't have to jump ahead that much, but every bag space counts, you know what I mean? Okay, you know what? Okay. I can't even make a decision on it right now. I'm not going to get another bank slot for now. I'm going to sell. I'm going to auction my stuff. My bank feels so small already. It's so small. I need a bank alt. I think. Or a few.
So.
Takes time to have a bank alt, but you know, it saves Saves money. Mostly just because I want a spot to like hoard cloth, because I will be running other characters, and so I do wanna, I don't wanna have to farm for silk and wool cloth every time. I can just turn in those cloth quests right away if I'm grinding reputation, or even on this character if I'm gonna go for Darkspear reputation. Actually, you know what? Let's do that right now. Okay, I'm glad I rambled about that. Let's just go turn in
For the Horde.
Darkspear rep right now. Why? Because why the hell not? I think he's up there, isn't he? I think I know where he is. If he's not there, then I'm gonna wowhead it. Wait, I guess it probably showed it on the map, right? Yeah, okay, no, it's here, it's here. And up there. That water is sloshing around. Quiet that a bit.
You come get the voodoo.
Wait. No, that's not it. Over here.
Be seeing
How are you? Spirits be with you, man. You be careful, man. Bye-bye now. Be good. Good to meet ya. Airy, man. You be careful, man.
I feel like the troll's voice acting is just... I can't. It sounds like a white lady saying those lines, you know what I mean? And I don't like it.
What are you looking for?
I really don't feel like inputting everything into the auction house right now, but should I buy? I have a bag right there. I forgot I had that bag. Okay. Why am I holding on to little things like that? I don't know. That's why my bank is so full. Got a bunch of stuff I should probably just destroy in it, but Sometimes I'm like, will I need that, or is it a unique item that's just like worth holding on to as like a personal memento? All right, let's get some stuff going here. Ah, crap. Okay, let's go vendor some stuff first. I forgot I have vendor trash.
Zug zug. May your blades never dull.
should have grabbed those, huh? Really should have grabbed those leathers, huh? I'm not like an auction house player yet, but I'll learn. Should I get that too? I mean, it's not as good a deal. I just missed a really good deal. But like that one? Buy that and flip it?
Loktar.
And Loktar to you, my good sir.
Strength.
Strength and honor.
Next up on
What
the
are you
list,
looking for?
don't think I forgot,
For the horde.
For the Horde, indeed. Let's hit the skinning trainer. And then we'll go to probably the Southern Barrens. Although the skinning was really great in Stranglethorn, I also need to get my herbalism up. See, everybody has this mount, which is the PvP mount. Not everybody, but it seems like there's a lot of PvP players here. I wonder how difficult it is to get that mount. Oh, it's past the skinning spot. It's over here, right? It is a nice mount, that's for sure.
Down.
Wow, so that's the last skinning before, I assume, the Outlands. My herbalism is way behind, so I really need to go focus on that. I wonder what the best place for me to go is. Let's go see how the Southern Barrens feels. I'm sure there's a better spot, but I'm not sure where it would be. Maybe I should just do a quick search. Okay, it says Stone Talons is good. That makes sense. Off to Stone Talon we go.
Sug.
But I think I still might be a little bit low for Stone Talons, so maybe
Strength.
I walk through the Barrens on the way to Stone Talon instead of fly there, and then maybe by the time I get there, I'll be the perfect level for Stone Talon. It looks like there's an Ogrimmar quest over here, and I have seen it before, but when I feel like I've gone over there and I didn't see a quest giver. Watch me go over there and it's gonna be so obvious. I probably just never investigated it properly, right? That's totally what it is. Look, there's a little building over there and everything. Yeah, he's totally gonna just be right inside there. Well, hey, I'll take it. Whatever. And that is a great quest for if ever I level up another clothy, another caster. That's a great casting.
What brings you here?
It's a great caster's gloves.
Walk with the Earth Mother.
Another one down there. Okay, so there's definitely there's definitely a lot of Ogrimmar quests I've missed. There's one right here, a new ore sample. And the one I just picked up. Nice. 2 more quests, that'll be 500. Let's do that while we level up herbalism. So what do I gotta do for this one? Southern Bale Mudan. I'm looking it up. Okay, it's way down here. Oh, there. Oh, no. I thought that was a quest marker. Are they there? I wish. God, I hate the old map. It sucks. Can't see anything. Oh, there it is. Okay, that's my bad. I'll take responsibility for that one. I stand by what I said, though. I do hate this old map. Why can't I scroll in? It's crazy. Come on, guys. That's why we need a Classic Plus. I'm just saying. We need some of the modern features. We don't have to go back exactly to 2007. No, it's fine. It's fine that we do. You know, it's good. It's fine. So these are all gray herbs, so I'm definitely way too high level for this area. There's a silver leaf, so that might get me a point. Oh, no, silver leaf is gray too. They're so worthless too, I don't even want it to fill up my bags if I don't have to. While we're here though, this is one of my favorite fishing spots. And my fishing is actually around the exact same as my herbalism. So I need to focus on that a bit. I think I just noticed that when you fish too quickly, you won't actually loot anything, which may be a mechanic implemented to stop botting, but it's strange that just I was clicking too fast, and then I probably appeared like a bot, maybe? I don't know. But between, you can see here, there's a few times that I looted so quickly that I looted and recasted so quickly that I didn't actually loot anything. And I am being attacked now by a turtle. Oh, Mr. Turtle, why did... This is not a fight that you can win. Many more skill points to go, and then we can train for the next level of fishing. He didn't learn his lesson the first time. Again. Well, I guess I'm in his territory. Maybe I should move, you know? Ten more points to go for fishing, so let's hit the other oasis and see if there's more deviate fish there. Deviate fish schools. I think a briar thorn, yeah, that could actually give us a point. Nice. Major oil too. Point for that, nice. But the Barrens is definitely probably, well, maybe Southern Barrens will be different. So far, the Northern Barrens is not the best for herbalism. It seems to be too low. The major oil though. Oh, with some swift thistle, nice. So far, that's the most profitable herb that I've been gathering is swift thistle. And now that is 150 fishing. I think there's a fishing trainer in the crossroads.
What do you need? For the home.
Keep it real. Fight well, friend.
Blood and thunder! Strength!
What can I do for you? Be safe.
Alright, that's it for me for now. I'm taking a break. Gonna get my day going. Thanks for watching. Have a good one. Cheers.